Hello and welcome to the Practical Animal channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about a few tips for choosing a good pair of binoculars. Binoculars are really useful in the animal industry because if you're a field biologist, you can examine the animals that you're working with depending on the habitat that you're in. If you're in rainforest, the reason for binoculars is obvious, because unless you're mist netting birds and catching them up, then you're going to need binoculars to see them, because in virgin rainforest you're only going to be able to see clearly for a few meters and the bird might be several meters away from you in the distance. You can usually see in thick rainforest up to about 15 meters away. That's pretty extreme. That's usually the furthest you can see, but I'm generalizing massively there. I've also assumed that if you're a field biologist, you're going to be working with birds. Again, a generalization, but binoculars are usually used for ornithology. If you're a field biologist, that is. Again, a generalization. If you do pest control and do feral pigeon dispersal or gull dispersal over landfills, then if you fly a hawk or a falcon, then the reasons why a pair of binoculars are useful should be obvious, because if your falcon flies a long way away, then you can pick it up. Obviously, if you're familiar with your falcon's flight pattern, you'll be able to see it with the naked eye, but if anything untoward happens, you'll find a pair of binoculars indispensable. If you are a falconer out for a day with your birds, then obviously, again, a pair of binoculars is indispensable. If you are an island warden responsible for an island bird reserve, then again, a pair of binoculars pretty much essential. So very often you can come across nature reserves where there are members of staff displaying and selling binoculars. My trusty old pair have been around the world. You will find that a good pair, well, you can spend as much as you want on a pair of binoculars, running into hundreds of pounds. I like these because they're good, sturdy and heavy, and you can pull out the eyepieces. There's a rain guard that fits over the top like that. Always use the neckband, because it's the easiest thing in the world to drop your binoculars, especially if you're up in a canopy tower working as a tropical ecologist or conservationist. So rain guard, eyepieces pull out. These are an old pair of binoculars, but one of the best ways to test binoculars out at the point of purchase is if you can leave it until close to dusk, then you can test out the light gathering capacity of the binoculars by, if it's going dark, how clear is the image that you're seeing. Another test of quality of your binoculars that you might find useful is how close can they focus in. Can they focus in to within, say, 3 meters away, 2 meters away? How close can you focus in? And you really need a magnification of 7 by 30 or 7 by 40 or 8 by 30 or 8 by 40. 8 referring to the times magnification and 30 or 40 referring to the diameter of the lenses in millimeters. So there you go, a few tips on choosing a good pair of binoculars. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click like, and for more exclusive content on wildlife, the countryside and the animal industry, please subscribe to the channel and stick with the channel as it evolves. Thank you very much indeed.